He's closed the window. Alberto Contador in the car just he's closed the window because we spotted him. Oh no, hang on. Alberto Contador's gonna get squished. Go on, Griff! Allez!
Don't want to get on with new trainers. I looked to be flip-flops, so I got this out there just covered in paint and all. You have to stand in front of it like this, and rock around. Bring the paint over. You've got to tell me how to spell it, or forget.
He's off his head, isn't he?
Yeah, fun fact, apparently it's not illegal to do it on the road, but it is to do it on walls.
Yeah.
Well, we think we just saw Cadell Evans ride up here and Richie Port a couple of minutes before him. But they just blended in with all the other riders. We didn't even recognise them until they were like right next to us. It's only 12:30. I've got to save a lot of energy for later in the day because we've still got like 4 hours until the race gets here. So we are approximately 3k from the summit of the Col de la Loze, the Maribel side. The tour will come up here, it will crest, go over the summit, go down and finish on this airport runway. Hopefully all things would have kicked off by the time they get to us. 3k to go, you'd have thought someone would have had a dig by now, but time will tell. And I'm gonna have a little wander now to see what the rest of this mountain's like. There's no shortage of good spots up here on the hillside. You probably can't even see the summit from here, but I can. It's right on that like ridge all the way up there. It's such a cool climb because this road is not really a road, it's like a cycle path, but it comes up. You can see for ages, you can see up all the way down there. Right, I'm gonna put the GoPro down for a while, eat some food, stay out of the sun, and I will catch up with you a little bit closer to the time in a couple of hours' time.
He's drunk already. No, he's joining him. He just feels better.
Yeah.
Things are going to be mental. You probably can't even hear me. The race is going to be in like an hour, 35k to go roughly. Oh man, it's so busy up here now. Everyone's just a fight for everything. He's closed the window. Alberto Contador in the car just he's closed the window because we spotted him. Oh no, hang on. Alberto Contador's gonna get squished.
Is he actually trying to start the...
You can hear the helicopters now overhead. We're also hearing that Pogacar's been dropped. The sad times. News is reaching people on the mountain, and because it seems like there won't be much of a battle now, people are like a little bit deflated. Jonas might well come through this section on his own if he chooses to. It ain't happening, boys. It ain't happening. Fog, fog. Come on, boys. Come on, come on, come on. What an experience, Charles.
I know.
What do you reckon?
What a circus.
It is a circus, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of unnecessary cars, but...
Oh yeah, it's not a car race, it's a bike race. I don't know why they needed that many.
Well said, but...
Yeah, but it clogged up the riders. It meant the riders couldn't get up here. They should have sent motorbikes up instead of cars.
Well, just limit it to like press and team
Neutral
cars.
service.
Like, you don't really need anything else. I was a bit gobsmacked, to be honest. My first time I've seen a Tour de France on a proper mountain, and I'm quite flabbergasted by the whole thing around it, like all the vehicles. The atmosphere is great and everything. It's a little bit like, it just feels a little bit unnecessary. It doesn't put a downer on the day though. It was a good day. It's well worth it being here all day. So I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So I didn't want to end this video without saying my bit right at the end here, because there is more to say. Charlie hit the nail on the head there in that last clip where she said it was like a circus, and this is not a car race, this is a bike race. Now, we're referring to the amount of vehicles on the road at the event, specifically on the mountain. Like, I've been to two stages of the Tour de France where we're on a flat road and, you know, there's more space for the vehicles and everything else. But in this situation, there's footage out there, and this, you know, I can only say this in hindsight now, but when we got off the mountain and we were checking Twitter and Instagram, it was going off, because on that corner, just 50 meters away from us, you could see in my video that, you know, it was chaos. there was cars, there was motorbikes just stacked. And this was causing problems for a couple of riders, but I think the ones that were caught on camera were Tivo Pino by Mike Corti, who was with us. And then also the yellow jersey, who was actually caught up. And it all kind of stemmed from what I can gather, a motorbike that had a media representative on the back, and they kind of stalled on the corner or something, and the motorbike fell over, or I got stuck, or whatever it was, and then that's what caused the blockage. And yeah, you can see the carnage on my video. There's no getting away from it. You know, I'm not paid to be at the Tour de France. I'm not an ambassador of the Tour de France. I'm not sent to the Tour de France by sponsors or anything, so I can kind of say what I see, and that it's quite frankly a bit stupid to have so many vehicles on the mountain. Granted, if it's a flat road, flat stage, yes. We've come across a number of times on TV footage, on TV, you know, whatever it may be, live broadcast, where vehicles have got in the way or struggled to get out of the way. And let me tell you something from a spectator's perspective. Like, people were not happy on the mountain with the number of vehicles that there were on the mountain. Like, we sit there and stand there for 6 hours to create the spectacle for those that are watching on TV, and to be involved in the moment, to then have like a car or motorbike pull up right next to you and then just park their glass right next to your face for like 5 minutes while the yellow jersey goes past, so you can't actually see anything. Again, just my perspective. And then also there were vehicles, like, and I understand, like, I've raced, I understand, I'm not ranting, I'm just saying what I saw. There was like one person in some vehicles, like vehicles that can hold, you know, 5 people, like a driver and 4 passengers. There were literally cars, VIP cars or whatever, like organization cars that were going up, they had one person in them, the driver, and that was it. And there was many cars in that situation, and to me it was like, what, you know, it's not really a road, it's like a cycle path, you know, it's kind of made for cyclists first and foremost. And then it's so steep in certain areas that cars were struggling. Like, we saw that early in the day, and we just kind of knew that something was going to happen on that bend, and it's why the fans were kind of staying out of the way, especially on that corner, because it was, you know, cars had to accelerate pretty fast and bikes to get around there. So, you know, it's a real shame that, like, you know, it wasn't like the perfect day. Like, I saw the event, it was amazing. I saw like yellow jersey, I saw some of the biggest riders in the world, biggest names, supporting some riders I've raced against in the past as well. But it just left a bit of a sour taste. And I know there's nothing I can do about it, because I'm just a small voice in a big pond with other cycling fans. But, you know, this is probably a perspective we haven't seen, aside from some of those short clips. This is a very long clip from that day. You know, I could have just edited it out, but at the end of the day, it was what was actually happening in the moment. So I can't really apologize for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Got to end it some way. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.